Alright guys, heading back to one of my favorite ponds in Maryland. I don't have a lot of gear with me. A lot of it's in Maryland right now. I mean, it's in Georgia right now. This is all I have in Maryland. I'm bringing the Shimano Scorpion. Got a black blue jig. Trimmed the skirt down on it. This candy apple number 8 tackle rod. This rod is a Garcia veritas. I got my brand new Shimano Exsence DC. I put a couple colors on it, look pretty cool, from Hedgehog Studio. And then I have a small green pumpkin jig paired with a little finesse worm on the back of it. I'm using really small profile jigs, small profile worms, and I did bring a really small little swim bait to try to drag on the bottom. I'm just gonna see how it goes. If I catch a fish, I'd really be pumped up, but I mean, it's just that time of year. Right now it's February, I think it's the 4th. Yeah, see how it goes. Guys, I'm approaching the pond right now. The good thing is there's not any ice on top of the water. The bad thing is the water clarity is very bad. It's like a lot of chocolate milk. I can see probably 10 inches down in the water. So let's get to fishing. I'm going to start out with the this green pumpkin jig with the green pumpkin finesse worm on it. It's got 10-pound fluoro, so even though this water is pretty murky this time of year, these fish can be very sensitive to the line. So I'm going to start out with this. It's very natural. See how it goes. Damn, bluegill right there. That's a good sign, I guess. Alright. Yep, she gone. She gone. She gone. Oh, damn. Holy shit, dude. What the hell? Dude, I just set the hook and my line just broke at my rod. It's freaking crazy, man. Lost bait number 2. She gone. Gone like the wind. I see that line. I might be able to get that line. Oh, there we go. Fish. Fish, please stay on. Please stay on. Please stay on. Yeah, I think it's a dink, but it does not matter at this point. Oh, it actually might be a decent fish. Huh? Little dink. Doesn't even matter, dude. I just caught a fish in February on a swim bait. There we go. Little chunk. I was just thinking about making a video on the Shimano Exsence and how it casts, because I mean a lot of the YouTube videos on it are very a lot of them are Japanese, so I figured I would give you guys some content on the Shimano Exsence DC. It's a pretty awesome little fish, pretty freaking sweet, man. February 4th, day after the Super Bowl, senior skip day, catching largemouth bass in Maryland. Yeah. Alright guys, so this reel, the Shimano Exsence DC, comes in an 8:0:1 gear ratio. Out of the box, it's very smooth. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. I would assume it would at the price tag, which is around $300 to $380. I got mine for $309. I added some I customized it with some parts from Hedgehog Studio. I mean, it's a pretty sweet reel. It's got minimum to maximum, so you can mess around with that, see what you like. The max, I found that I can cast it and I only have to put my thumb on the spool. It'll just stop right when it hits the water. Same with the second one below it. And as I work my way down to minimum, you have to thumb the spool a little bit more. It has a fluorocarbon mode. We could try that out. I have fluorocarbon on right now. Give that a whirl. I mean, that as well just stopped right when it hit the water. There's also BB, which I think is big bait. Give that a try. It's either big bait or I think it's braid. I don't know for sure. Yeah, that one I had to thumb the spool a little bit. That was BB. And the next one, you don't really hear a lot of the DC working. I think that one might be big bait, because you don't really need a lot of braking power when you're throwing a big bait. You kind of just, when it hits the water, you kind of just stop it. We'll switch it to SP. Yeah, I mean, it still went out there a little bit, but I had to stop it myself. It wouldn't have stopped on its own. But overall, it's a great reel as far as I can tell right now. I just got it. It's my first time taking it out in the water. I mean, it's pretty sick. I always wanted to get a reel like this. I still can't believe I just caught a fish in February on a swim bait. And there was ice on this pond this morning. And let's see what time it is. It's 2:56. So mid-afternoon. Little dink. See if we can catch some more. Alright guys, I just had one of those awkward moments when you talk to the GoPro and it's not recording. But I was saying, this reel is really good. I would highly suggest it if you have the money for it. If you don't have the money for it, a Corrado, a Shimano Canon, Casitas, anything like that. I mean, I would stick to Shimano. They've been in the game for a very long time. I would highly suggest them. I've used a lot of their reels. I would stick to that. If you have the money to get this, it's a great reel. You really do get what you pay for. There's so many different things that put this reel. Oh, yeah, I'm snagged. That put this reel really expensive for a reason. Wait for this train to pass. So yeah, for like the third time now. If you have the money to get this, you really don't need it. It's just a fancy quality reel. A Corrado would get the job done just as well. But if you want a new toy to play around with, I would definitely suggest this Shimano Exsence DC. Alrighty, I'm gonna call it a day right here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was gonna be just another day of fishing, just a typical video. And I decided to kind of base it around the new Shimano Exsence DC. I kind of noticed that when I was interested in buying it, when I YouTubed it, there was nothing but like people speaking Japanese, and yeah, so wanted to give everybody something to look at, something that's in English, something they can understand if they don't know Japanese. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I covered what you guys were looking for. If not, go down in the comments below and ask me any questions. I'm pretty quick to respond to them. And have a good day.